Hi, everybody. Welcome back to On the Move, where we go behind the scenes of some of Forsyth County's larger construction projects. Today, we're back in the north end of the county at SR 369 and exit 18 on 400. John Jefferson, he's the director of capital projects, joining us. And John, we've been out here a time or two over the last couple of years, but today, hopefully a pretty big milestone as what's happening behind us as we speak right now. A few additional lanes are opening going across exit 18 on 369. So what are we seeing right now?
So they are working on opening up all four lanes. They've got the two westbound lanes open. They're working on getting the two eastbound lanes open. There's also a third lane on the westbound side. So as you come around the off-ramp from 400 North, you'll be able to continue without stopping to merge. And then once you get into the travel lanes of 369, you can merge or turn, whatever you need to do. So that third lane will be open later on this afternoon, as well as the second eastbound lane this afternoon.
So a lot happening literally as we speak right now, mid-afternoon on Friday right now. So things happening right now as we speak. We're seeing crews starting to move some of those barrels and open up some of the lanes. We wanted to get here and get you the latest details on this as it's occurring. But it doesn't all happen at once, right? This is something that these lanes have got to be striped to some degree. I know it's temporary striping, but that's having to occur. Cleanup happening as we speak. But it sounds like some of those final punch list items are occurring. But John, when we open up all four lanes of traffic going across the bridge, and as you mentioned there, the merging lane coming off of 400 northbound, there's still probably going to be some temporary closures, I imagine, for some of those punch list items to be finalized. What can drivers expect into next week once all lanes are open?
Sure. So we have permanent striping that'll occur. It may not occur next week because next week's Thanksgiving, but the following week it certainly will. Then those reflective pavement markers that help you to see better at night, some final signage, some other grassing and concrete repairs and that sort of thing. The signals should align with the lanes. If there are any adjustments there, those will be made over the next couple of weeks.
And so we're looking at the four lanes opening up. What is the stretch right now where the traffic goes from 4 lanes to 2 lanes and we're starting to see those lanes open back up? What's the kind of stretch there?
So it starts at the signal in front of Browns Bridge Church at the off-ramp, and then the other end is the signal at the Chevron station and that set of ramps.
All right, so a lot of activity happening here behind us right now as we get into afternoon traffic. Hopefully you'll see an impact on your drive home if you're in this area today on Friday. If not today, definitely into next week with these lanes opening up on 369. Let's go back and do a little bit of a history lesson here, John, for anybody that might be hiding under a rock in North Forsyth that hasn't known about this project. 1 year ago, we're almost right there at that 1 year mark last November, where a decision was made that some repairs were needed. What occurred back then? Just a quick recap.
Right. So we had the piles supporting the west indent on stage 1 of the bridge. That's the westbound, the part of the bridge supporting the westbound lanes. The piles were driven out of normal tolerance. So we noticed some cracking in what's known as the cap, the pile cap. So we worked with GDOT and the contractor and realized, look, we need to take this section apart, span 1 apart and rebuild it. They looked at multiple options. They looked at jacking it and other options, and those were not pursued because it could have damaged the concrete beams that support the roadway, and the decision was made to replace that section. So the contractor that built that originally, Baldwin, stepped up and is funding the replacement.
And during this entire process for the last year, traffic's still been flowing out here, right?
Yes, we've had one lane in each direction on stage 2 of the bridge, which is eventually today is going to open up and be the eastbound lanes of 369.
All right, so a very exciting day here as all 4 lanes will be opening up here across the bridge at 369 and 400. Obviously, it's not something that's easily celebrated because of the amount of work that's had to go into this, because of the revisions that's had to be done. But still, John, this is a testament to you and the team here at Capital Projects, engineering with Forsyth County, so many other partners involved, GDOT, Vertical Earth, to make this happen, and ahead of schedule, right? The anticipated opening for all 4 lanes was what, early next year?
The end of 2025. So we're a month and a week ahead of that.
And that's
Yep.
fantastic news. Well, who are some of the other organizations that we failed to mention there that have been involved over the past year?
So Atlas is one of our CEI consultants. BCC Heath and Lineback is another one. Nova's done construction materials testing. They're subcontractors. Vertical Earth is the roadway contractor. ER Snell did the replacement of the section of bridge that we did. Baldwin Paving is doing the paving, and they were the original contractor. And I'm leaving out a number of subcontractors, so it takes signal contractors, striping contractors. It takes a lot of folks to make this happen.
It absolutely does, and it's something that we've been over the past year talking about too, is that this impacts, of course, the residents here in the area, but also all of those organizations involved, a lot of them local companies. You know, John, I know you live not too far from here. I live just down the road from here as a Forsyth County resident. So nobody's really wanted this project done probably more than John Jefferson and his team at Capital Projects have been working very hard to get to this day here today. So again, to recap where we are here today, Friday afternoon, just ahead of Thanksgiving, about a month ahead of schedule, all 4 lanes of traffic opening up on 369 just here behind us, going over the exit 18 overpass at 400. You'll see all lanes opening up here over the next few days. Already right now, as you can probably see, traffic definitely flowing there, heading towards Canton right now with 2 lanes of traffic going across the bridge. To recap also though, some intermittent traffic impacts may still occur over the next couple of weeks with that final punch list being done here by the contracting crews, including some of the permanent striping that's going to go in here with some signage as well. If you want to get more details about this project, what's been happening over the last couple of years with this overpass at 369 and 400, be sure to visit forsythco.com/exit-18. That's where you're going to find the facts. There's been a lot of misinformation out there about this project over the past few years. Find the facts there, a lot of videos, a lot of information where you can get more details about what's occurred here over the past couple of years. Well, John, I think we about recapped it here. This is what I think I counted it earlier today. I think the 13th video we've done for this project. You know, certainly probably not the last, but congratulations to the team at Capital Projects and everybody involved in making this happen here today.
Sure, thank you.
All right, well, thanks so much for watching. So long for now for On the Move. We'll catch you next time as we take you behind the scenes of what's going on in your community with some of the bigger construction projects here in Forsyth. So long for now.